Former TNT Prime Minister and Energy Minister Stuart Young has raised concerns over the government's decision to pivot the country's energy future towards Grenada. Cautioning against the move, Young questioned the viability of such a gas deal, pointing to potential risks associated with Grenada's unproven reserves. He was speaking earlier today during a press conference.
I'd just like to offer some cautionary words with respect to this. It was in 2012, a government led by Ms. Prasad Bissessa signed an MOU with Grenada with respect to hydrocarbons, an energy sector development framework agreement in 2012. But in 2018, the NGC went and signed a commercial arrangement with a company called Global Petroleum Group, which was, I believe, a Russian-based company. We negotiated at the time a commercial term sheet for any gas reserves that were found, not gas reserves, any gas that would be produced. So actually arranged and negotiated commercial terms. However, the facts are that this one well was drilled in a field called Nutmeg. That one exploration well, unfortunately, had to be abandoned and has been capped. That is since 2018.
Mr. Young says the Grenadian deal is not feasible at this time.
I am simply cautioning and saying to Trinidad and Tobago at this stage, this is very, very far off from being feasible. In fact, when I was Minister of Energy, I did have conversations with the Prime Minister of Grenada as well as his various ministers, offering for us to utilize whatever expertise we have at the Ministry of Energy to look at the seismic data that may be available. The truth is the company, the Global Petroleum Group, ran into difficulties. It is not an easy thing. You have to find companies that are going to spend significant sums of money to do the exploration, to do the proving, and then to go through the commercial concepts. The minimum amount of time this can take, if you find significant reserves that make it commercial, would be between 10 to 15 years. Trinidad and Tobago has to look at the short term and the medium term, which is exactly what was being done.
That was former TNT Prime Minister and Energy Minister Stuart Young.